Well, what's going on, guys? It's 8. Eyes are going crazy. It's 3:23 in the afternoon on a Sunday, the 5th of November, 2023. Now, somewhere the 5th of November is a date we're supposed to remember because of Guy Fawkes Day, somewhere about in 1600. I think it was fighting against the system and got himself hung. And out comes, centuries later, a movie called V for Vendetta, and trying to fight against the system, and ends up dead himself. But replaying tragedy and reminders of death. Well, we just got over the season of death, didn't we? Now we're supposed to get into the season of life. And what do I find out if somebody's got a movie out, it's been out for a short time, called After Death? Never heard of it. I never even seen advertisements for it anywhere. But this was supposed to be a movie, a documentary concerning about life after death, or to the point of it. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen and how many movies I've seen in my lifetime that talked about this thing, both on the screen and on television when they tried to do TV movies about it. They tried to talk about it a great deal. Not to mention the many books they've had out for decades regarding this. I think for, what was it, 50, 60 years? Maybe a little bit more. They were trying to talk about how life after death is beautiful and we should embrace it. I'm like, we already got this screwed up life right now. We don't even want it anymore. I don't even appreciate life anymore. Just toss the damn thing away. Why don't you? Shit. Yeah, because it kind of pisses me off at this point. I mean, I'm supposed to be that way. I died 3 times. I didn't like it. I was the age of 4 years old. They were trying to repair my heart. 3 times I went up and 3 times I came back down because nobody wanted me upstairs. It was not my time. It was not my time. One hole gets patched, the other one gets sewn up, and the other one left open until it got sealed up by itself. Or God's way of slowly healing it because I had to go through life on life's terms. But I didn't proclaim and profess the power above. No, because it took me a hell of a long time trying to get to a point where I could actually appreciate the power from above and admit it to myself that God was real. I needed my aunt okay from a heart attack that she had when I was a young kid. And then a few years later, she dies from another heart attack. Postponed her death. But then a few years later, I'm at a YMCA camp, and they're telling me we can try to find a way to accept, you can find Jesus in your heart. Well, this is a YMCA camp. What do you expect? Indoctrination? Yeah, maybe God was going to be messing with me or something. I didn't know really what to expect during that time, except maybe, oh great, every time I keep praying to God, He just never listens to me in the first place. So why the hell would He do this one? I'll get the rag around my neck, and that's about it. But did I ever expect Him just to pop in and say, "Look, I'm saying hello. I heard you. You've been heard. You're all right. Just the feeling of it. Oh yeah, the power of the energy, the euphoria. Just the confirmation of it. And yeah, God was still looking out for me. And I don't know why. My life was screwed up during that time anyway, dealing with a hell of a lot of crap. Dealing with Ma's crap going on, Grandma and her passage, Dave his drug abuse and getting out of the Navy and being screwed up left and right. And he's still trying to deal with shit. And here I go off for a nice, lovely week in the YMCA camp. Just me and my neurosis or something like that. I think it was about 16 or 17. Guy bringing a Star Trek book along just for reading. What's the damn thing do? It gets stolen. Eventually gets brought back in one piece. What, they never seen a Trekkie before? Shit. Oh, what got to me was just dealing with the confrontation of a power greater than myself that I didn't know, didn't understand. I kept praying to. I'm wondering whether or not I actually gave a shit about me in the first place. So yeah, I guess during those things I may have gotten the upstairs approval and telling me I'm okay, but man, was I screwed up during those days. Give me a second. I gotta take care of a dog real fast here. At least my dog's back in, thank God. Yeah, I do say thank God because I am thanking God. Because he's still my God. He's still my Father. Christ is still my Savior. And sometimes I think I keep pissing him off more than often enough. Just for being human. Not for being someone or something else. But, shall we get on with the story? I hadn't seen after death. I had to go through it myself. I still deal with the emotional and uncertainty of it all. 4 years old, growing up, scared as hell from death and life, so it changes a person's perspective all throughout the lifetime. What he's supposed to do, what he's supposed to expect, and then hide everything else up and pretend all the time. And when people die, it tears out him more, but he's supposed to be Superman of sorts. He's supposed to be a big boy. Well, a big boy wants to cry a great deal. But growing up and being a mature adult, up to a point, it tears at you a great deal. I kept scoffing at all these damn things I kept saying and reading about life after death. Unless you've been through it yourself, don't talk to me about the damn crap, and don't lie to me about the damn shit either. Keep telling me how wonderful the damn thing was. Then, not until you've gone through the damn thing yourself, then tell me about it. So I got problems with some of these artists' impression of what death is all about. Unless you've actually gone through it, some of the people will probably say, I've had a most wonderful experience. Well, congratulations. You have done yourself a marvelous thing. For me, unfortunately, that's not the case. Because I don't even know how to handle it in the right way it should have been handled a long time ago, and I'm still dealing with it. I had a pastor for a long while tried to work with me on this. He never experienced death. But he always kept reading the passages because that's the only source of material he knew about. I kept telling myself if the guy actually been through the damn process, maybe he'd understand more how the hell I was feeling. Because I didn't even know how to relate or tell people how the hell I was feeling about death. It was terrifying. Seeing you above your body, mutilated as the surgeons are fighting like crazy, and then you go into the tunnel, and then you see the light. And then there's a figure out there telling me it's not time for me to go. I have to argue with him 3 times. I was getting sick and tired of dying. I was being rejected left and right. So how was God supposed to accept a kid like me in the first place? What did I do to piss him off? I was born this way. I didn't understand. I kept thinking about it in the kid's point of view, thinking, great, I get rejected by my own Heavenly Father over here that people keep telling me how wonderful He is? What a miserable bastard. What a frickin' miserable bastard. I get to be a bastard from a physical sperm donor who did a hit and run on my mother, and now the spiritual father didn't want me? What the hell was going on? No wonder I didn't like life at the time. I tried to figure shit out, and I couldn't. There was no way I could have put it into a context or a concept or even tried to explain it to anybody when I couldn't even explain it. I'm a kid gone through this damn thing. I'm dealing with adults who have no concept, no clue of the damn thing. And the ones that did work with me and still had no clue with it, already been passed on. God bless them. God rest their souls. But for a long while, I still didn't know how to deal with it and didn't know how to talk about it. In the past 10 years or more than that, I was doing audio recordings until when I lost Ma. My brother kept trying to talk to me about Ma all the time. In the last year or two of her life, he kept trying to warn me that we were going to be losing her, and I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to lose her. She's in bed, bedridden half the time, comatose half the time, and aware of things half the time. She was half there and half not. Kept going to the hospital too many damn times. Scared the hell out of me, but I got to in a routine. I had to shove away the fear, shove away everything else. I had to shove it. I had to shove it somewhere. I couldn't deal with the concept that Ma was dying. But I kept going to the hospital on time and putting things on an automatic survival mode. It's procedure. It's procedure. It's procedure. Get her crap going. Get the stuff that she wants and the stuff she needs. Throw it in a bag. I'm the bag boy. I'm the carrier. I have to carry it all. It's like I had to carry everything else in my life. They called me the water carrier because I'm the Aquarian. Water carrier. Might as well be the stress carrier. Might as well be the carrier of grief or shit like that. Might as well be the donkey, the mule. I had to carry everybody. That's how it felt. Anybody ever paid homage to me? No. But I had to do all the shit I had to do for them. And did I ask for any rewards in return? No. Because I had to do everything. I had to bust my ass off. Be Ma's caretaker. Be Ma's caregiver. Be Ma's caretaker again. And then David had to be his caregiver and caretaker. The last few years of his life right after Ma. And that was hard as hell to deal with because the stress was probably killing him during that time. He had to be the strongest one, but he couldn't even talk to me about the damn shit he was going through. No, he talked to other people about it, but he wouldn't even talk to his own brother, who was also going through the same damn shit. I showed him a video. My tribute to Ma. That I wanted people to see. If there was going to be a memorial service, I wanted that shown, and I wanted my brother to know about it. He never wanted me to let him show that to him again, but I loaded it up on his phone, and he never used it. He never saw it. Because it would have destroyed him. It would have destroyed my brother big time on that. He and Ma were close. They had a close relationship. He was firstborn. The man of the house. And there have been times when we actually almost fought with each other, argued with each other. And still, we stuck with each other because we both needed each other. We both watched each other's back for a long while. A long time in my life. I became his protector. I became everything he couldn't be. And we both had a struggle till the day he died. After that, I was so damn pissed off. I was so damn angry. You know, kid and a teenager, 2 times I experienced the power of God. Let alone the 4th one, which was the ultimate. But after that, nothing. And I was so damn angry. And maybe I'm still touching on the memories and the anger at this point. Of why things had to happen. Probably say, you petulant, particular child. Don't you know? Don't you understand? I'm like, why don't you educate me at this point, boss? Shit, you want me to do shit for you? Fine. You want me to help people? Fine. You want me to do the things that the Bible asks? Fine. I'm trying to do that. Not perfectly. But clarification would have been nice at this point over here. Why this shit had to happen in the first place. Simple answer, part of the plan. My head doesn't accept as simple. It wants complicated at this point. There was a phrase going through my head for a hell of a long while. In simplicity, there's complexity. In complexity, there's simplicity. That's how logic works in my head. It's like, why didn't you fucking explain that to me in one way or another? Shit. Part of the plan. Part of the plan. Nice. Throw out the experience. You don't understand the plan. Make my head explode. You have lots of anger. Yeah, there's a lot of trust issues out there too. What do you expect? Touched on the anger, trying to get through the damn anger, and a lot of resentments at this point over here of shit happening in my life. People keep claiming how wonderful the afterlife is when they just briefly touched the damn thing. And me, I was denied it. I could have died and stayed home up in heaven at the age of 4 years old, but no. Because it wasn't part of the plan. And a 4-year-old during that time has no concept what the hell was going on. Do I have a concept of what's going on right now as it is? Because right now I'm trying to clean out all the damn negativity and the resentments at this point over here. I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing with all this damn crap? What is all this crap lying around? What am I supposed to be doing here, boss? I don't get it. Somebody want to explain to me what the hell I'm doing? It's like Marvin Gaye with a song saying, what's going on? I'm asking myself that one. I relate to a hell of a lot of people on Facebook posts regarding their grieving situations. Believe me, I know the pain. I've seen too much of it. I've been through it myself. Last 10 years hasn't been a dilly either. And I've been going through a hell of a lot more crap during that time, emotionally and physically, and I'm still trying to deal with it. But I'm supposed to hold in. I'm supposed to hold on to the faith like crazy. But you know what? I've been tempted. There's been a lot of times saying, but God proved to me that you're real. And it's like, what the hell did I just say to him? I'm going to see his eyebrows raise at that one. It's like, you dare say that to me? After all you've been through and you've experienced and you still don't trust in me? I'm like, oh, terrific. I'm dead. Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we get this out in the open? Is it ever going to be talked again? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one to plan and everything else in the future. Oh. He's got the plan for the damn thing. And he'll try to maneuver in what seems to be the best outcome and outcome for us anyway. But the problem is we still have the free will. We can mouth off like crazy. We can make the choices already and screw things up. One way or another, plan's going to go work done. But with our part of it that he would like us to be part of, I have to have faith in something and I have to believe in something that's going to be greater than myself. Because there have been times he's been trying to save my ass one way or another, and I hadn't been grateful enough. The major thing that I keep wearing on my chest, I keep forgetting that is accepted as part of me these days. I don't show this because I'll put the screeners, I'll put everybody else. I still got a remnants of a scar here. You can barely see it. It seems from here to here. At the age of 4 years old, that's a large damn thing. It's painful to get those damn staples out. And I cursed and I cussed and I swore worse than a salty sailor did. And I scared the hell out of my mother because I knew a worse language than she did. Only because I heard it from her and from everybody else. But getting that thing out like 1 or 2 months after my skin healed up. And the skin heals up, but not the emotional damage and definitely not the heart damage. That takes years and years. About the age of 25 or 30, my heart finally was whole enough. Healed. Working. 30 frickin' years. 20 something years? Yeah. I had to live a lifetime of pain, of PE, physical education, and school. They're trying to push me to the edge, and I can't push myself that hard. But they wanted me to push that hard. I got older in college. I was actually able to push myself a little hard. Tennis and racquetball. I figure if I was going to be hitting the living crap out of something, I might as well hit a rubber ball across the damn 3 walls and beat the shit out of the son of a bitch. Get my frustration and rage out of it. Tennis was just a little finesse. A racquetball was war. You get that racket in your hand, you get the ball right there, and you're looking at your target right there. Wham! 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 It's me and the damn wall. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm at war. Get my frustration, get my anger, get everything else. Come back here, ball. You're a representation of this. You're a representation. I am. I went nuts. Yeah, past the class for a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, a damn thing, but I went nuts. I used up all my physical therapy, actually physical education credits. I burned them. Oh, I was burning them on courts. Only because I was so damn angry. I was so damn angry. There was a lot of things happening during that time. I didn't know what was going on inside. And I had to get it out. I had to beat it out. I had to frustrate. I went nuts over it. I mean, tennis is fine and tennis is cool. But racquetball's where I wanted to be. And I used up all my racquetball credits on it. Oh, I miss my old racket. Just to whack it against the ball. These days, I can't even go after it. But I used to. I used to. There was a lot of stress, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of, oh God, everything else going on. Even the stuff I didn't even know, probably even angry I got or something like that. Just wham, 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 wham. Screw a damn gun. Give me a fucking racquetball and I'm back. I'm on a wall. I got a racket. I got a ball. I'm going to war. And just wham, 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 wham. Oh. You imagine someone else's head of that ball. Bam, 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 bam. Some people probably consider it too ultraviolet, but it was just a right therapy. I mean, it would have been better also if I actually had a tether ball. I mean, I could beat the fuck out of it like crazy and just keep beating it up until it goes beep. And then you have to wait for it to unwind. And then you start it back up again. If you had another opponent, it's another thing. But I always like playing alone. I always like fighting alone like that. My stress, my anger, my frustration, my rage, everything else alone in the damn thing. That's the one of the lone nut jobs out there do their own thing alone. They're so in tuned and so emotional with their insides. They're so in tune with it. They tap into that raw pain, that raw anger, the resentment, the hatred, and everything else. And they use that. They use that. And they keep using that. And they keep forcing it. And they keep forcing it. And at the guns, that's all they use. And if you're doing video games, shit. Say goodbye, computer characters. You're dead. Everything else matters, not just continuing, just rage going through whatever kind of equipment. Not seeing the damage, not seeing the collateral, just clouded in front of you is everything that is driving you nuts. And the only way to do it is to go insane with it. To get rid of it, you gotta do something that's totally off the books and go insane over it. It's no wonder these guys, every time I keep seeing shootings, all these lone wolves, they always have that deep-seated pain, that anger, that resentment. They touch upon the damn thing. They blame. And here's the thing. I think in all my life, before I got to a certain point, I did blame God and Jesus. No wonder I couldn't get in contact with these guys. I know they'd been watching over me and concerned whether or not I was going to be retaining my sanity or not. tell you, if Jesus was right here, I'd probably tell him, I'm sorry, boss. I failed you and God. Holding on to that much anger and resentment towards him when I didn't even understand. As a child, I didn't know any better, but as an adult, I should have. I didn't. I was still thinking like a child and feeling like one. The memories and the anger and the resentment came up, and that's what I kept thinking. That's what I kept saying. It was that. It was that. It was always that. It was always that heart operation. Not that you saved me from the elbow situation that I had. Dan ate a car's tire over that. Or even when we wrecked Ma's car in that one. Or falling out of a treehouse. Or smashing my face into a brick wall. Or damn near get killed on the street. I'm trying to make a left turn. And someone else is barely asking me through. And I call out for Jesus at that point. And I swore never again to drive. What do I end up doing? Years later, driving again. Sporadically. Scared shitless over the damn thing because I didn't want to die behind the wheel. And what was hard enough as it is that Ma died and I didn't even know how to reach out. I was grasping onto my brother for air. And I didn't realize at the time he was struggling so much he wouldn't even talk to me about his shit. And maybe that was also a built-up resentment, a reservoir of resentment right there. Because he could have talked to me, his younger brother, about what the fuck he was going through, as I'm trying to talk to him how the fuck I was going through. The reason why I showed him the video about Ma's tribute. And how it was tearing me apart left and right on that damn thing. I couldn't even get anything out of my brother on this one. And when he died, suddenly, as if his world just popped and now he said he had enough, he was going upstairs. And then I'm left with all the damn anger, resentment, and wondering and asking why. And then I got to try to be nice with God when he knows I'm still angry at the whole situation still. He knows. He knows me better than I know myself. People talk about death all the damn time. How the damn thing affects you. How the grieving, how the mourning affects you. Welcome to part of it. I'm doing penance. Penance for a sin that I've committed. I don't even know why or what. Except to be angry and resentful at God. For a lot of misunderstandings, miscommunications. I should have been... I should have just let the whole damn thing go, let him deal with it, and just let it all go. The thing is, when you live in the fear and loving and terror and anger like that, clouds you left and right. I've been dealing with it a great deal, a long time. I was afraid of losing Ma. I lost her. Struggling like crazy. I lost David. How the fuck was I supposed to live and survive? How the fuck was I supposed to do anything about it? See, outside things around me, they're superfluous. It's inside here that I'm still dealing with. Yeah, I'm supposed to be God's tool or whatever it is I'm supposed to do, or just be living. Just being a human being and just live and do what I can. If I got that still much of anger and resentment still left in me, I'm not done yet. I'm still not done dealing with my penance at this point. I still got to talk more about it. Maybe that is my penance. Or maybe he just simply wants me to turn it over. And I'm not ready to do it just yet. Maybe I've gotten too damn used to the anger and the resentment and the pain. That's worse than an old blanket that I've gotten used to. Or worse than an old jacket. It's got itchy and scratchy and hurts like hell, but I still wear the damn thing because I still think it's comfortable. And it reminds me of those I've lost. It reminds me of those I lost. And it hurts like hell. I have to be honest with myself on it. I have to be. What else am I not supposed to be about it? How else am I not supposed to deal with this shit? And I'm gonna flying fuck about my damn language right now. I need to get this crap off of me. I need to be communicating to God in one way. Maybe he still watches YouTubes, I hope. Or he's probably watching me anyway, doing this crap. I hope so. Because there's got to be a way of finding reconciliation between us both. There's got to be. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting mortally and spiritually tired of this. I still got a few things to do in this life, but I don't want God to be pissed at me all the damn time, and I sure as hell don't want to be pissed at him all the time either. There's got to be a way of getting rid of this shit, to bury the hatchet. There's got to be a way to find some peace. At least something.